Hey everyone, Neil deGrasse Tyson here. You know me, I'm all about exploring the universe, pushing the boundaries of what we know. But what if I told you some of the most incredible discoveries might be found, not out in the cosmos, but right here on Earth, buried in the annals of ancient history? We're talking about ancient India, a civilization that may have possessed technology far ahead of its time. Flying machines, advanced surgery, engineering marvels. We're talking about stuff that seems straight out of science fiction. So buckle up as we dive deep into the world of ancient Indian science. Were these feats of ingenuity fact, or merely fiction? Let's find out together. Alright, let's talk Vimanas. We're talking about flying machines, folks, described in ancient Indian texts like the Vaimanika Shastra and the Samarangana Sutradhara. These weren't just your average chariots, no sir, we're talking about sophisticated crafts. Some said to be powered by mercury engines, others described as utilizing a principle we might recognize as anti-gravity. Imagine that anti-gravity technology thousands of years ago. Now I know what you're thinking. Mercury engines? Anti-gravity? Sounds a little far-fetched, right? And you wouldn't be alone in thinking that. But here's the thing about science, sometimes what seems impossible in one era becomes the commonplace technology of the next. Take flight itself. For centuries the idea of humans soaring through the air was the stuff of myth and legend. Then came the Wright brothers, and suddenly, the impossible became reality. So when we look at these ancient texts describing Vimanas in such detail, with intricate descriptions of their construction and even flight manuals, it makes you wonder, could there be more to these stories than meets the eye? Could ancient Indians have cracked the code of flight long before the modern airplane? The Ramayana, one of the most famous epics in Hindu mythology, even describes a Vimana called Pushpaka Vimana, a flying palace that belonged to the demon king Ravana. This wasn't just some chariot pulled by birds, it was described as a magnificent aerial vehicle capable of traveling vast distances. It even had a name, Pushpaka, which means self-moving or that which moves by its own will. Now, I'm not saying we're going to unearth a working Vimana anytime soon, but the level of detail and the persistence of these stories in ancient Indian literature certainly raises some intriguing questions. Could there be a kernel of truth, a lost technology, hidden within these ancient tales? That's the beauty of exploring the unknown, my friends. Sometimes the most incredible discoveries come from questioning what we think we know and daring to imagine what might be possible. Let's shift gears now and talk about a different kind of innovation, one that's a little less flying machine and a little more operating room. Meet Sushruta, an ancient Indian surgeon who lived sometime between 1200 and 600 BCE. This guy was a pioneer, a true visionary in the field of medicine. In fact, he's often considered the father of surgery, and for good reason. Sushruta wrote a book called the Sushruta Samhita, a comprehensive medical text that's chock full of surgical knowledge that was way ahead of its time. We're talking over 300 surgical procedures described in detail, covering everything from cataract surgery to the removal of bladder stones. But perhaps the most remarkable achievement attributed to Sushruta is his pioneering work in the field of plastic surgery. Yes, you heard that right, plastic surgery, centuries before it became a staple of modern medicine. The Sushruta Samhita describes in detail procedures for reconstructing noses, earlobes, and even lips. These weren't just crude attempts either. Sushruta understood the importance of using flaps of skin from other parts of the body to ensure proper healing and minimize scarring. He even developed specialized surgical instruments, some of which bear a striking resemblance to the tools used by surgeons today. Think about that for a moment. Over 2,000 years ago, Sushruta was performing complex surgical procedures that wouldn't seem out of place in a modern hospital. He understood the human body, the intricacies of anatomy, and the importance of sterile techniques. The Sushruta Samhita wasn't just a medical textbook, it was a testament to the ingenuity and advanced medical knowledge that existed in ancient India. So the next time you hear someone talk about plastic surgery as a modern invention, remind them of Sushruta, the ancient Indian surgeon who was light years ahead of his time. Chapter 3. Alright, let's talk architecture, specifically the awe-inspiring temples of ancient India. These weren't just places of worship, my friends, they were feats of engineering that continue to boggle the minds of modern builders and architects. Take the Brihadiswarar temple in Tamil Nadu, for example. This massive structure, built over 1,000 years ago, is crowned with a towering 80-ton capstone. Now here's the kicker. There's no evidence that cranes or any modern lifting technology were used in its construction. So how did they do it? How did they lift an 80-ton stone block to the top of a temple, hundreds of feet in the air, without the aid of modern machinery? It's a question that continues to puzzle experts to this day. Then there's the Konark Sun Temple in Odisha, designed in the shape of a colossal chariot dedicated to the sun god. This architectural marvel is not only a testament to the artistic genius of its builders, but also to their advanced understanding of astronomy. The temple is precisely aligned with the cardinal directions, and its intricate carvings are said to accurately track the movement of the sun throughout the year. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the Konark Sun Temple is the legend of its floating idol. According to local lore, the main idol of the sun god was suspended in mid-air, held aloft by a complex arrangement of magnets. While the exact mechanism remains a mystery, the story itself speaks to the ingenuity and advanced knowledge attributed to ancient Indian engineers. And then there's the Iron Pillar of Delhi, a testament to the metallurgical prowess of ancient India. This towering pillar, standing over 23 feet tall and weighing over 6 tons, has stood the test of time for over 1,600 years. And here's the truly remarkable part: it hasn't rusted. That's right, despite being exposed to the elements for centuries, the Iron Pillar of Delhi remains remarkably corrosion-free. Modern analysis has revealed that the pillar is coated with a thin layer of iron oxide, formed by a process known as passivation. This protective layer, created intentionally or unintentionally, has prevented the pillar from rusting for over a millennium and a half. The Iron Pillar of Delhi is a testament to the advanced metallurgical knowledge possessed by ancient Indians, a knowledge that allowed them to create structures that have endured for centuries. These ancient temples, with their intricate carvings, precise alignments, and seemingly impossible feats of engineering, stand as a testament to the ingenuity and advanced knowledge that existed in ancient India. They are a reminder that we can learn a great deal from the past, if only we're willing to look closely enough. Chapter 4. So, we've talked about flying machines, advanced surgery, and mind-boggling engineering. But the story of ancient Indian science doesn't end there. This was a civilization that made significant contributions to a wide range of fields, from mathematics to astronomy to medicine. Take Ayurveda, for example. This ancient system of medicine, developed over 3,000 years ago, is still practiced today. Ayurveda emphasizes a holistic approach to health, focusing on the interconnectedness of the mind, body, and spirit. It utilizes natural remedies, dietary guidelines, and lifestyle practices to promote well-being and prevent disease. Then there's the concept of zero and the decimal system, both of which originated in ancient India. These mathematical innovations revolutionized the way we think about numbers and paved the way for advancements in fields like algebra, calculus, and computer science. And let's not forget about ancient India's contributions to astronomy. Indian astronomers developed sophisticated models of the cosmos, accurately calculated the Earth's circumference, and even understood the concept of planetary motion. They developed calendars based on the movements of the sun and moon, and their observations of the stars influenced the development of astronomy in other parts of the world. But it wasn't just the big ideas that ancient Indians excelled at. They were also masters of practical technology. Archaeological evidence suggests that ancient Indians developed advanced surgical instruments, irrigation systems, and even water management techniques that are still relevant today. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? The story of ancient Indian science is a story of innovation, ingenuity, and a thirst for knowledge that pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible. It's a story that challenges us to reconsider our assumptions about the past and to appreciate the contributions of civilizations that may have been far ahead of their time. It's a story that reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a timeless endeavor, one that connects us to the thinkers, dreamers, and innovators who came before us. And who knows what other secrets lie hidden within the annals of ancient Indian history, just waiting to be rediscovered. Outrow. From flying machines to advanced surgery, ancient India's scientific achievements are truly mind-blowing. It makes you wonder, what other secrets are waiting to be uncovered in the depths of history? If you're as fascinated by ancient Indian science as I am, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Do you think Vimanas were real? What other ancient inventions amaze you? And don't forget to subscribe to the Knowledge Vault for more incredible journeys into the past. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop learning.